Hello my dear you all once again. Now my dear, in this second video which I am uploading today, here we are supposed to find out the relation between the three quantities. They are real depth, apparent depth and refractive index of medium. बच्चे पहले कंसेप्ट देखो, अपरेंट डेप्थ का कंसेप्ट किधर आएगा? लिक्विड में, वाटर में. तो यहाँ पर ये जो RI ऑफ मीडियम दिया है दैट इज RI ऑफ वाटर और लिक्विड. पहले तो ये याद रखो. अभी प्रीवियस टॉपिक में इट वाज RI ऑफ ग्लास. द रिफ्रैक्शन वाज टेकिंग प्लेस थ्रू ग्लास, सो द म्यू वाज गिवन फॉर ग्लास. नाउ द रिफ्रैक्शन विल टेक प्लेस थ्रू लिक्विड with the help of liquid, water and air concept, water and air concept, and therefore here this mu is for water because sir air ka mu is 1. And what you are supposed to show, either the question is like this, derive the relation between these three, or the question is show that the apparent depth is equal to real depth divided by mu. And apparent depth matlab, see, depth you are measuring from surface of water to inside, not from bottom of the beaker or bottom of the tank to top, because that is height. Depth is always measured from surface to inside. Am I clear? This is one thing, please take care. So my dear, the question is real depth divided by mu. You can see here my request. My dear, here mu is the refractive index of medium, I said. Say it is water. You all know that water ka mu is greater than 1. 1.33 है, greater than 1. So real depth is divided by that number which is greater than 1. Since mu ka value is greater than 1, so the answer of this, the real depth upon mu, that is the answer real depth when divided by the number which is greater than 1, the total answer of this will decrease. And therefore the question asked here, the apparent depth is less than real depth. Yes? Because real depth is divided by some number mu, then we are getting apparent depth ना. So of course apparent depth का value real depth से कम होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ mu का value 1 से ज़्यादा है. And mu is the refractive index of the medium and water का of course sir RI 1 से ज़्यादा है. तो अगर real depth कोई 1 से ज़्यादा number से divide होगा तो of course apparent depth का value real depth से कम आएगा. Apparent depth value is less than real depth. ऐसा भी question होगा. Second question पूछ रहा है explain normal shift. What is normal shift? My dear, earlier topic you have done lateral shift. Now it is normal shift. Normal shift means the normal which we draw. You all know normals are drawn always by perpendicular to the surface. So जो normal हम draw करेंगे surface पे, उसमें shift होता है. तो अब left right shift नहीं होगा, अब normal shift होगा. मतलब perpendicular line पे shifting आएगी. That shift we are supposed to note down and that is called normal shift, and we have to discuss the factors on which factors this normal shift depends. Earlier lateral shift depends upon 3 factors, you all remember: refractive index, angle of incidence and thickness. Now let us discuss how on which factor the normal shift depends. So my dear, here is the diagram for the question. Important question. Look at the diagram. See, here I have taken the beaker. Draw a little longer. Say I have taken here is a beaker. Okay. And say I am drawing here as the surface of water. This is water surface in the beaker. Okay. Now my dear, here this is air. Let the refractive index of air is mu A and that is equal to 1. And this is water. Let refractive index of mu water is mu. It is given. In the question it is mu. So mu W is mu. This is water, this is air. And my dear, assume here is the object. Say here I have kept the object, the coin placed at the bottom of the beaker. आप सबने देखा है coin जब beaker पे रहता है and we are observing from here top straight. We are observing from here this coin. This is I. And we are observing this coin from here. Right? ऐसे देखते हैं. And this coin appears to raised up. Not really it's raising up. Generally really वो raise नहीं होता है. But it appears. Virtual image है. Virtual image. Take from my side. Virtual image of this object apparently appear that it raising up. Oh God, it's so beautiful. Now let's start this concept. So let's start here. This is the object and the ray of light from the object go like this. So this is incident ray. So now incident ray is going from water to air. That is incident ray is traveling in water, going in air. Snell's law आराम से use करना. Incident ray traveling in water, going in air. That is, this is a case from denser to rarer. Denser to rarer case है. Okay. Now let us draw the normal here. So this is the normal drawn. So this will be your angle I. Because this is incident ray and this is normal. So this is your angle I, angle of incidence. Let this is incident at point B here. I have drawn the normal again on this side also. This is also a normal ray. And my dear, now since it is going from denser to rarer, you all know it will bend away from the normal. Denser से rarer जा रहा है. Denser से water से air में जा रहा है. मतलब it will bend away from the normal. So let us draw the normal away from the normal diagram. So this is the ray BC is a refracted ray. And here is a normal, it make an angle and that angle is R. I hope इतना diagram में कोई problem नहीं है, you all understanding. Okay my dear, now where is the real depth of this diagram? Real depth कहाँ पर है? Real depth. My dear, मुझे लगता है here is the real depth. This is your real depth. Say I mark this point as A. So no doubt I am sure here to here is a real depth. AO सरफेस से देखना है, मैंने बोला डेप्थ ऑलवेज सरफेस से देखते हैं, तो A से O इसका रियल डेप्थ है. सो आई राइट हियर फ्रॉम फिगर AO इज रियल डेप्थ. प्लीज AO, OA नहीं लिखा मैंने, AO सरफेस से देख रहे हैं. और आंख इधर है. ना माय डियर, मैंने अभी अभी बोला कि मेरा रिफ्रैक्टेड रे तो यहां है, मेरी आंख यहां है. अंडरस्टैंड? सो व्हाट टू डू? आई विल प्रोड्यूस दिस रिफ्रैक्टेड रे हियर. आई एम डूइंग विद द ब्लू पेन. Sorry, here is not coming, here it's coming. Here is the line, and here my dear, I think I am getting the image I of this refracted ray. ये जो refracted ray है, देखो ये BC कैसे अपने आंख में आता है. सर ये वर्चुअल इमेज बना रहा है यहां पर. So here it is virtual image. Here I will write virtual image. अच्छा एक और बात, my dear, this is I, so I hope this is also I. Alternate angle, this and this, because this line and this line are parallel. I can draw like this. Here is the arc I, and here the ray going in I. You can see the diagram carefully. So here is angle I, so here also angle I, because this line and this line is parallel. So this is alternate angle. And one more thing, here is the angle R, because this R and this R are corresponding angle. जो ये नॉर्मल के साथ यहां बना रहा है वैसे ये भी नॉर्मल है, तो ये लाइन प्रोड्यूस होकर पीछे आया तो यहां पे भी एंगल R बनेगा. So I hope you are clear with the diagram. And in figure AI is apparent depth. A से I is your apparent depth and AO is your real depth in the figure. एक concept है my dear, try to understand what is that concept. Sir, concept is this ray, BC ray is produced inside in the water and it form an image I here. Try to understand. Now this image can be observed in I because ray यहाँ पर है, I यहाँ पर है, and the size of the pupil of the eye is very small. The size of the pupil of the eye is very small. So my dear, can you imagine, since the size of the pupil is very small, how I will get this ray in my eyes? This is only possible when this A and B are very close. When point A and this point B are closed, then what will happen? I can catch this refracted ray BC which is produced to the point I. एक बार फिर से सुन लो. सर ये BC रिफ्रैक्टेड रे यहां पर है, राइट? नाउ मेरा आई का साइज ऑफ पीपल इज वेरी स्मॉल, प्रॉब्लम है उधर. नाउ हाउ आई विल गेट द इमेज ऑफ दिस रे BC इन माय आई, बिकॉज पीपल का साइज बहुत छोटा है. सो व्हाट शुड डू, दैट दिस पॉइंट A एंड दिस पॉइंट B आर सो क्लोज, इतना नजदीक है कि जहां A है तो A को मैं वीव कर सकता हूं, तो B भी अगर A से क्लोज में होगा तो मेरे आई में वो व्यू हो जाएगा, उसका इमेज आ जाएगा. Am I clear? So my dear, this is one small concept here, that the A and B which I have taken on the surface of the water, these 2 points, they are very close. And why sir they are taken very close? Because the size of the pupil of the eye, size of our pupil of our eye is very small, and because of that this refracted ray BC can be observed in our eye only when BC, जिसका प्रोड्यूस इमेज यहाँ पर आई पर आया है, वर्चुअल इमेज जिसको मैंने प्रोड्यूस किया है, इट कैन बी ऑब्जर्व इन आवर आई ओनली व्हेन माय डियर, व्हेन A and B आर वेरी क्लोज, बिकॉज पीपल साइज इज वेरी स्मॉल. मैं यहाँ से वहाँ तक नहीं देख सकता, इतना लंबा नहीं देख सकता. आर यू गेटिंग मी? तो उसके लिए साइंस ने ये कंसेप्ट लिया है. प्लीज आप ये बात याद रखना, मैं अभी इसको कहीं पर लिखूंगा ना. शुरू करते हैं. So AO is my real depth, AI is my apparent depth. Now let's start with the topic. Since light कहाँ से कहाँ जा रहा है, object से light कहाँ से कहाँ जा रहा है, from denser medium to rarer medium. So here I am writing since light ray travel from denser medium, denser मतलब water medium to air. Therefore, according to Snell's law, denser to rarer है, denser to air. तो स्नेल्स लॉ क्या हो जाएगा, म्यू, कहां से लाइट आ रही है, वाटर से, W, कहां लाइट जा रहा है, एयर में. प्लीज आज अभी बहुत काम आएगा, ये नहीं आता है तो गया, जीरो हो गया कंसेप्ट. सो लाइट इज ट्रेवलिंग फ्रॉम डेंसर दैट इज वाटर टू एयर. सो स्नेल्स लॉ में इसको कैसे लिखेंगे, सर लाइट कहां से आ रहा है, वाटर से, तो म्यू से पहले लिखा. लाइट कहां जा रहा है, एयर में, तो म्यू के बाद में लिखा. ओके, नाउ दैट इज इक्वल टू, लाइट कहां से आ रहा है? वाटर से आ रहा है, तो वाटर में आ रहा है, तो वाटर में जो एंगल बना है दैट इज एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस. वाटर में एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस बना है. यस सर, यस सर, यस सर. हियर ऑल्सो यू कैन सी, हियर ऑल्सो आई, हियर ऑल्सो आई. वाटर में एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस बना है, इंसिडेंट रे. सो यू कैन सी, सो हियर दिस इज साइन आई, वाटर में आई बना है. डिवाइड बाय एयर में क्या बन रहा है? एयर में यू कैन सी एयर, दिस इज एयर. एयर में क्या एंगल बना? आर. सो दिस इज साइन आर. कितना मेरे कंसेप्ट यूज हो रहे हैं अभी कि लाइट कहां से आ रही है? वाटर से आ रहा है. वाटर में क्या एंगल बना? आई बना. लाइट कहां जा रहा है? एयर में जा रहा है. एयर में क्या एंगल है? आर. तो साइन आर नीचे आएगा, और जहां से लाइट आती है यानी वाटर से लाइट आ रहा है उसका एंगल ऊपर आएगा. मतलब साइन आई ऊपर, साइन आर नीचे. सुपर. नाउ लेट अस फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज दिस साइन आई. व्हाट इज दिस साइन आई इन द डायग्राम? So this is sin I in the figure is how much? So that is, you can see sin I in triangle ABO. 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 What is sin I? Sin I will be opposite, that is AB. AB, I का opposite है AB, divided by a hypotenuse, that is BO. Now what is sin R? Sin R, you can check the triangle, in triangle ABI. In triangle ABI. What is sin R? Opposite. Opposite is AB and hypotenuse is BI. And AB is opposite. So simple. Therefore, what is mu of A with respect to water? Mu of A with respect to water, sin I by sin R, that is AB upon BO, whole divided by AB upon BI. So this will be BI upon BO. I hope yahan tak clear, because AB and AB is cancelled. You are clear with this? I am confirmed that I got the answer as this is BI upon BO. That is the refractive index of air with respect to water. Because the light going from water to air. So I should write this way. I hope yahan tak everybody is clear. So now this part is cleared from my side. I hope you also cleared with everything, the concepts. Now as I told you earlier कि मेरे को ये रे BC को वीव करना है आंख में, राइट, आईज में. और माय डियर ये रे BC आप देखते हो, रे यहाँ है, आंख यहाँ पे बनाया हुआ है, क्योंकि हम हमेशा कॉइन को ऐसे देखते हैं, है ना. बकेट में कॉइन है, हम ऐसे देख रहे हैं, कॉइन ऊपर है, ठीक है. सो नाउ मुझे ये रे को अपने आंख में वीव करना है, और अपने आंख के पीपल का साइज बहुत छोटा होता है. तो सर ये वीव करे कैसे? तो इसीलिए एक कंसिडरेशन लेना है कि A एंड B आर वेरी क्लोज. वो क्या होगा उससे कि सर अगर A और B क्लोज हो गया तो जो मैंने यहाँ BI लिखा है, BI, B से I, सर वो A से I हो जाएगा, क्योंकि A एंड B आर क्लोज. जो B से O लिखा है, B से O, वो A से O भी उतना ही डिस्टेंस होगा, बिकॉज A एंड B आर क्लोज. सो हियर वन रीजन to weave a refracted ray BC, to weave a refracted ray BC, ऐसा लिखो, पहले रीजन दे दो. Since the size of pupil, since the size of pupil of our eye is very small, hence to weave a refracted ray BC, कितना सिंपल है. Since the size of the pupil is so small, so to weave this refracted ray BC, let or consider point A and point B are very close to each other. Please, this concept is very important. This concept is very important. That size of pupil of our eye is very small, my dear. And therefore, what this refracted ray BC which is going here, if I were to view that ray, because इसका इमेज यहाँ बन रहा है, आई वर्चुअल इमेज, तो अगर ये रे को वीव करना है, तो दिस A and B should be very close. That is our consideration. Don't forget that. Now, because of this, my dear, therefore, you can say BO is equal to AO. जो BO था, BO now become AO because A and B are very close. Please, ये line important है. Also, BI is equal to AI. B to I become A to I. Very important line. This is very important line. So now therefore, what will be mu of A with respect to water, which is nothing but BI upon BO, can be written as AI upon AO. And AI is what? AI is what? Apparent depth. Apparent depth. And AO is what? Real depth. Okay. So I hope yahan tak everybody clear. Now my dear, let us use the principle of reversibility. So according to the principle of reversibility, mu of A with respect to water is equal to 1 upon mu of water with respect to air. I hope it is clear. Mu of air with respect to water, this is 1 upon mu of water with respect to air. Okay. And this is equal to AI upon AO. Because I have written mu of air with respect to water is AI upon AO. So this is, I use the principle of reversibility. Mu of air with respect to water is 1 upon mu of water with respect to air. But mu of air with respect to water is how much? AI upon AO. So I have written AI upon AO. I hope it is clear. Therefore, you can write here, mu of water with respect to air, what will be that? Mu of water with respect to air will be AO upon AI. AO upon AI. I hope it is clear. Because I am interested in mu of water with respect to air. Let us see, I'll show you. So I have used the principle of reversibility and I reverse it because what the case was going from water to air. But generally I am interested from air to water because मैं view air से कर रहा हूँ. तो मैंने principle of reversibility का इस्तेमाल करके ऐसा कर दिया कि mu of air with respect to water can be changed as 1 upon mu of water with respect to air. But mu of air with respect to water sir AI upon AO है. तो mu of water with respect to air इसका reciprocate हो जाएगा. Here. So now my dear, what will be the next step? And here it is, AO is my real depth and AI is my apparent depth. Now, see this step. This is mu of water upon mu of air. ये तो मैंने सिखाया है आपको. That is mu of water with respect to air can be written as mu of water upon mu of air. This is equal to real depth upon apparent depth. that is AO upon AI. मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा, मैं उसको एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं. But mu of water is how much? Look at in the diagram. It is mu. And mu of air is how much? 1. So this is mu is equal to real depth upon apparent depth. Since mu of water is equal to mu and mu of air is equal to 1. So therefore this will be apparent depth is equal to what? Apparent depth is equal to what? So apparent depth is equal to, ये यहाँ गया, is real depth divided by mu. I hope everybody is clear with this derivation that apparent depth is real depth divided by mu. And here you have to write one statement. Since mu of medium, given medium, मैं ब्रैकेट में लिख रहा हूं other than air is greater than 1. Other than air को मैंने ब्रैकेट में कर दिया. So क्या लिखा? Since mu of given medium, किसी का भी mu, कोई भी given medium का other than air is greater than 1, therefore apparent depth, therefore you can say apparent depth, I hope it is clear, the apparent depth will be less than real depth. Apparent depth will be less than real depth. Because mu का वैल्यू 1 से बड़ा है तो apparent depth का वैल्यू real depth से कम आएगा. Because real depth when divided by more than one number, more than कोई ऐसा फिगर जो 1 से बड़ा है, अगर real depth जब कोई नंबर से डिवाइड होगा जो 1 से बड़ा होगा तो apparent depth का आंसर सर कम आएगा. तो apparent depth का आंसर real depth से कम क्यों आता है? क्योंकि mu ऑफ कोई भी मीडियम अदर देन एयर 1 से ज्यादा होता है. तो चौबे सर apparent depth of course will be less than the real depth. So this is all about, my dear, your this question that show that apparent depth is real depth divided by mu or apparent depth is less than real depth. This is all concept. I hope the concepts is clear. Please take care of this concept. The size of the people is very high and therefore this 2 point A and B which is taken on the surface of the water or the surface of the medium जहाँ से refraction takes place हो रहा है, that are very close to each other. Then only I can view this refracted ray BC in my eye. That is important. And then this is important, the principle of reversibility, that the refractive index of air with respect to water can be written as 1 upon refractive index of water with respect to air. But refractive index of air with respect to water कितना मिल रहा है? AI by AO. But I am interested in refractive index of medium, not interested in refractive index of air. ये भी समझो कि principle of reversibility क्यों लेना पड़ा. यहाँ पे refractive index of air है, right? And I am not interested in refractive index of air because मेरे numerical या problem में दिया था refractive index of medium. तो मैंने उसको medium करने के लिए I reciprocated, reversibility use किया, and this is 1 upon mu of refractive index of medium, that is water with respect to air. तो जब मैं इसका वैल्यू निकालने गया तो ये जो राइट हैंड साइड पे AI by AO है वो रिवर्स हो जाएगा, AO by AI हो गया. And now this I told you that how to derive this, how to discriminate this. This is mu of water with respect to air can be written as mu of water divided by mu of air. Mu of water is given by mu in the question. So mu of water is written as mu of air is written as 1, and then 1 का कोई मतलब नहीं है. apparent depth यहाँ गया, mu नीचे आ गया, so apparent depth is equal to real depth divided by mu. And then mu का value 1 से बड़ा है, इसलिए apparent depth is less than real depth. So this is all about, my dear, this part. Now let us discuss on normal shift. What is the normal shift? I will rub this. If you wish to write, please write it down, and then I will make. Now, my dear, let us discuss the normal shift. What is the normal shift in this figure? My dear, here is the normal shift. Here is a normal shift. OI is the normal shift denoted by D. OI from figure. So what is normal shift? Sir, I think normal shift is a height. It's not a depth. Depth we are looking from the surface. Normal shift is a height up to which the object appears to be raised. I hope it is clear, so simple. Sir, this is the height. Normal shift is the height up to which I तक O जो है वो I तक appear हो गया, raised होते हुए. So it is the height. I can write the height of object which appears to be raised in a denser medium. In a denser medium. The height of the objects which appears to be raised, the height through which you can say the height of object which appears to be raised. This is the height of the object जो appears to be raised हो गया. ऑब्जेक्ट इधर था, इतने हाइट से appear हो रहा है रेज होते हुए. कितने हाइट से? D हाइट से. और देखो नॉर्मल है, ये नॉर्मल लाइन था इसलिए नॉर्मल शिफ्ट नाम आ रहा है. नॉर्मल मैंने पहले ही बोला था परपेंडिकुलर पे शिफ्ट है. यहां पर इसी लाइन में शिफ्टिंग हो गया, नॉर्मल लाइन में शिफ्टिंग हो गया. ओ जो है वो आई पे चले गया, ओ जो है वो आई पे चले गया. कितना सिंपल कंसेप्ट. ओ जो है वो आई पे चले गया. बट सर ये नॉर्मल लाइन पे ऐसा हो रहा है इसलिए नॉर्मल नाम पड़ा है, नॉर्मल शिफ्ट. सो द हाइट ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट विच अपियर्स टू बी रेज्ड इन अ, या द हाइट थ्रू विच यू कैन राइट दिस, द हाइट थ्रू विच object appears to be raised in a denser medium. Object appears to be raised. The height through which object appears to be raised in a denser medium is called normal shift. Is called normal shift denoted by D. So my dear, from figure you can say, I hope you understood the definition of normal shift. और ये नॉर्मल लाइन पे ये शिफ्टिंग हो रहा है. ओ यहाँ था सर, इतने हाइट से वो इतना ऊपर चले गया. एपियर हो रहा है, रियल में नहीं गया है. एपियर हो रहा है कि इतने हाइट से वो ऊपर आ गया. यहाँ इमेज बना रहा है. सो इसलिए तो लिखा था हाइट थ्रू विच ऑब्जेक्ट appears to be raised. कहां पर है? appears to be raised in a denser medium. This is in a denser medium. ऐसा होता है. Please, every word are important. It's called normal shift. So my dear, from figure, I am sure OI is nothing but AO minus, come on, AI. So from figure, D is equal to OI, and that OI is calculated by AO minus AI. है ना? So this D is equal to, that is normal shift, is AO. AO is what, my dear? AO is real depth minus apparent depth. Because AO is your real depth and AI is your apparent depth from figure. So now D is equal to, this is real depth minus, what is apparent depth? Look at the formula. Apparent depth is real depth divided by mu. So here I have written, since apparent depth is equal to real depth upon mu. You can see, I have proved this. कि apparent depth is real depth upon mu. So here real depth, AO is real depth, AI is apparent depth. Real depth I have written as it is, apparent depth can be written as real depth upon mu. So now D is equal to real depth taken common. So this is 1 minus 1 by mu. 1 minus 1 by mu. So this is D is equal to, how much is real depth? AO 1 minus 1 by mu. I hope it is clear. Now my dear, you can see from figure AO is equal to T, that is thickness of given medium. Let ये मीडियम का थिकनेस, द गिवन मीडियम जो वाटर मीडियम दिया है बीकर में जहां तक, लेट उसका थिकनेस इज टी. तो माय डियर एओ का वैल्यू जो रियल डेप्थ है विच इज इक्वल टू टी. सो नाउ टी द नॉर्मल शिफ्ट विल बिकम टी इंटू 1 minus 1 by mu. One minus 1 by mu. And thus, my dear, you can say this is the required derivation for normal shift. That normal shift is thickness multiplied by 1 minus 1 by mu. So normal shift, the factors on which normal shift depends, that is D depends, are number 1 thickness of a medium. It depends upon thickness of a medium. You can see in the formula T. And second, refractive index of medium. Index of medium, that is mu and T. It depend upon refractive index of medium also. और वापस यहाँ पे भी यही कंसेप्ट, जितना refractive index बढ़ेगा, try to understand, जितना RI बढ़ेगा, RI डिनोमिनेटर में है तो 1 upon mu उतना कम हो जाएगा. I'll repeat, सर mu का वैल्यू जितना बढ़ेगा 1 upon mu कम हो जाएगा, और 1 upon mu जब कम हो जाएगा तो 1 से जो नंबर माइनस होगा वो कम हो जाएगा, और इसलिए आंसर बढ़ जाएगा. तो यहां पर लिख सकते हो दैट इज इट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल. इट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल इफ म्यू इंक्रीजेस. इफ म्यू इंक्रीजेस, म्यू इंक्रीज होगा 1 अपॉन म्यू कम हो जाएगा, 1 अपॉन म्यू कम हो गया, नॉर्मल शिफ्ट का वैल्यू बढ़ जाएगा, क्योंकि ये वैल्यू कम हो गया तो 1 से जो नंबर माइनस होगा वो कम हो जाएगा. जैसे मैंने प्रीवियस टॉपिक में भी यही बताया था, डिनोमिनेटर में म्यू का रहना और म्यू का बढ़ना डी को बढ़ाता है. जनरली लोग क्या सोचते हैं, ये डिनोमिनेटर में तो म्यू कम हो जाएगा, ये डी कम हो जाएगा, अगर ये म्यू बढ़ रहा है तो ये डी कम हो जाएगा. माय डियर, ये ऐसा नहीं है कि खाली म्यू दिया है और ये रिलेशन है, रिलेशन में इधर माइनस है, इसका मतलब यहाँ म्यू बढ़ेगा तो 1 अपॉन म्यू कम होगा, और 1 अपॉन म्यू कम होगा तो 1 से जो नंबर माइनस होने वाला है वो कम हो जाएगा और ये बढ़ जाएगा. सो हियर माय डियर, इफ म्यू इंक्रीजेस, नॉर्मल शिफ्ट इंक्रीजेस. So this is from my side, my dear, you all. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, you all. Please refer this topic. This is very important. I have done the 2 bigger topics. One is the lateral deviations, that is lateral displacement, not deviation, lateral displacement and its factors. And second is a normal shift and its factor along with the real, apparent and mu ka concepts. Thank you all, and Jai Hind from my side. Study well, do well, and study hard for your 20th examination for unit test, which is there in your exams till lens maker. So I am giving you all the best. Every day I'll upload 2 to 3 videos. My aim is that you should score a very good mark. Thank you all, and Jai Hind.